Now we will do some exercise on trading psychology. This exercise require you to hear some simple instruction and be honest on yourself. Now close your eyes while hearing to the instruction. Imagine you are a deer hunter. Close your eyes. You shoot deer and sell it at the deer market. The bullet that you are using are gold bullets and are almost expensive as the profit you get for selling the deer. You have to shoot it in the butt to get the best money, and because it is easier to get your bullet out of the fleshy part of its butt. In the cabin, with just enough room for your deer rifle, and you have a limited view. Please raise your right hand if you are going to shoot. Suddenly, you hear a noise. Do you shoot? A zebra comes into view. Do you shoot? Something that looks like a deer comes into view. Do you shoot? And a deer comes into view. Do you shoot? And lastly, a deer comes into view and it's turned its back to you and its butt is right in front of you. Do you shoot? Now wait, what has just happened? From the instruction earlier, you are required to shoot the deer at the butt to get the best money out of the hunting activity. Now let me share some of my experiences. A lot of people will majority shoot when they see a deer into view without considering that they have to wait for the deer to turn its back and shoot at its butt. Thus, from this activity, we can see that there is a lot of distraction that lure us from being disciplined on our rule. So when we trade, we have to be very disciplined and follow our rules exactly in order to be success. That is why before we invest in any financial equities, we have to determine and define our strategy so that we are not easily distracted or confused in the market. Refine our strategy from time to time, expand our knowledge so that we are getting better in making decisions of buying and selling equities in the market. Hope from this simple exercise, you learn something, especially being disciplined on following our rule when trading in the capital market. One of the important character one must have to be a successful trader is they never trade tips blindly. They usually rely on their own analysis and do their own analysis beforehand and never trade based on other people's opinions or tips. In the stock market, one easily get influence from other people's advice. Do not easily believe in anyone, even your stock recommendations from your own dealer or stock broker. You have to remember that no matter how good and attractive a stock is, never trade by just hearing other people's advice without doing your homework, which is your own analysis. By the end of the day, as a trader and investor, you are the one who has to take all the risks from all the decisions that you had made. A stock that being highlighted can be at the top of its cycle and get ready to flung down. When you are doing your own analysis, good things will come in handy. You have all your knowledge about the stock, where its current standing. You decide what its stop loss in case of the stock price going down. In this picture, we can see that a flow why we should not buy any stock based on our hearing and other people recommendation. It is a normal day on what happened in a financial institution. We can see that the first person on the left said that I found a stock that could really excel. And at the end of the line, people misheard the word excel as sell proposition. At the end, one might lose opportunity of a rally stock. And the other picture below, the people on the left propose a sell in a panic downfall situation, but it has misheard along the line as a buy proposition because one of the investor might say goodbye to the down falling stock. You definitely could be misleading by being the people on the last row to hear the information. Remember that when you trade any financial equity, there is no other way than getting yourself educated about the investment beforehand and doing your own analysis.